Anne Hathaway looked perfect on screen, but behind the scenes, her life and career were way crazier than fans realized. From secretly being half-blind for 10 years to filming surrounded by rotting fish, these are the shocking Anne Hathaway stories Hollywood never told you. Anne Hathaway spent an entire decade seeing the world through one working eye, and most people had no idea. Hathaway developed an early-onset cataract that left her legally blind in her left eye for 10 years. The condition became so severe that everyday vision was heavily affected, and she later realized the strain had even been impacting her nervous system. After finally undergoing surgery at age 40, everything changed overnight. Hathaway said she suddenly saw the full spectrum again, making ordinary things feel completely different. Since then, she's described waking up each day and simply being able to see clearly as something that feels miraculous. Anne Hathaway went all in to prepare for her role as Rebecca Neumann in We Crashed. To capture the character's lifestyle authentically, she committed to becoming a raw vegan, completely changing her diet during production. Hathaway trained daily with a yoga teacher, building the physical and mental discipline that matched Rebecca's passionate approach to wellness. This dedication wasn't just about performance, it was about fully living the routines and values of the person she portrayed. Anne Hathaway won an Oscar after appearing for only 15 minutes in a movie that lasted nearly 3 hours. In Les Miserables, Anne Hathaway plays a woman who is desperate, lost, and struggling to survive. For the role, Hathaway lost 25 pounds, cut off all her hair, and studied prostitution to better understand the character's world. On screen, she delivers an intensely emotional performance while singing throughout her scenes. Whether she's angry, hyperventilating, or falling apart, Hathaway brings every moment to life. Her powerful rendition of I Dreamed a Dream became one of the film's most memorable scenes and helped earn her the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. Anne Hathaway was almost Tiffany in Silver Linings Playbook. Before Jennifer Lawrence won her Oscar for the role, Hathaway had been cast as the lead opposite Mark Wahlberg. But behind the scenes, she and director David O. Russell clashed creatively. Hathaway eventually stepped away, leaving producers scrambling to fill the part. Enter Lawrence, a then-rising star who walked into auditions and completely reshaped the movie. Her quirky, fiery take on Tiffany not only won her the Best Actress Oscar, but also turned Silver Linings Playbook into a modern classic. Hathaway didn't lose out, though. That same year, she took home her own Oscar for Les Miserables. Anne Hathaway's youthful glow makes it easy to imagine her still playing Mia in The Princess Diaries, even though she's now old enough to be Mia's mom. Her secret? Protecting her skin like royalty. She's known for avoiding direct sunlight and always wearing SPF, which helps maintain her porcelain complexion. But even with her timeless looks, Hathaway hasn't escaped ageism in Hollywood. Early in her career, she was cast in roles written for much older women, and later, she noticed younger actors landing parts she wanted. Still, her enduring appearance continues to defy time, keeping her forever associated with youth on screen. Anne Hathaway went through one of the most unpleasant experiences of her career while filming Les Miserables. In her emotional performance of I Dreamed a Dream, Hathaway's character Fantine sits among piles of dead fish, and the production used real ones to make the scene feel authentic. Surrounded by thousands of rotting fish corpses, the stench on set was overwhelming, but Hathaway powered through while singing live on camera. The discomfort only added to the raw emotion of the moment, helping create one of the film's most memorable scenes and contributing to her Academy Award-winning performance. Anne Hathaway once had a movie prop so unusual that she decided to keep it forever. While filming The Devil Wears Prada, Hathaway lost a significant amount of weight for her character, Andy Sachs. But for certain scenes, the production still needed her character to appear as a size 6, so she wore a butt pad, and the story gets even better. When filming wrapped, Hathaway took the butt pad home and said she had it framed with a plaque that read Andy's ass. According to Hathaway, it ended up in her office, turning a simple movie costume piece into one of the most unexpected keepsakes from the film. Anne Hathaway turned down the chance to play Alice herself and asked for a completely different role instead. Anne Hathaway was originally offered the title role in Disney's Alice in Wonderland, but she wasn't interested in playing another fairy tale heroine. Hathaway felt she had already played similar characters before and wanted something different. Rather than walk away from the project entirely, she told the studio she would be interested in playing the White Queen. When another actress became unavailable because of scheduling conflicts, Hathaway got the role she wanted. Instead of becoming Alice, she joined the film as the White Queen and brought her own unique interpretation to the character. Anne Hathaway didn't just pretend to be an assistant for The Devil Wears Prada, she actually became an intern. Before filming the movie, Hathaway spent a couple of weeks working at Christie's auction house to experience office life firsthand. She handled everyday tasks, including getting coffee and helping with whatever was needed around the workplace. The goal was to better understand the kind of job her character was trying to master in the film. While her movie character struggled through a demanding work environment, Hathaway's real internship turned out to be a positive experience, giving her a chance to work around incredible art and learn how a busy office operates. Anne Hathaway didn't let Serenity's failure shake her. She pushed back and stood firm. After the film struggled with critics and audiences and failed to earn back its budget, Hathaway took to social media to defend it. She acknowledged that the movie worked for some people and didn't for others, but made it clear that didn't change how she felt about it. Going further, she rejected the idea of calling it a failure at all, framing it instead as a learning experience. Despite the backlash, Hathaway remained unwavering in her support for the film.